Alright folks, I had to take that carburetor off the dune buggy. I tried to just silicone the top part here and didn't make any difference at all, because I just put a really super thin layer of silicone onto it, make sure the holes weren't plugged when I put the top down and whatnot. So it didn't work out, didn't make any difference. And this isn't your basic 2-barrel Weber carburetor. It's a model 32. The model numbers are like right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's a model 32. But it's not the regular model 32. It's a different style. It's off like some special Escort, and I didn't even realize that's what I had. It's like an XR something weird crap, I don't know. But anyways, it was off of that. The other Model 32s do not exactly look like this. The base does. It's still got this and has the model numbers across the bottom and stuff, but where everything else is set up top here and around here, and the fact that there's 2 solenoids on this one instead of 1, and yeah, this thing is super loose too. Wow, bet you it's sucking air there. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna tear this thing apart, clean it up, and see what I can do. I've rebuilt a lot of carburetors in my day, but I'm not familiar. I've never actually rebuilt a 2-barrel though, or a Weber. I've done Hollies. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be a Holley Weber 740 model 32. That's what it is. When I looked it up online and was doing the research, it just says somewhere here, it says Weber on the side of it. I can't, yeah, right there. Let's see. There you go. See? Well, when I look it up, and the only one that looks like this is the Holley. It says on the description, Holley Weber 740 model 32. And it just doesn't have more numbers behind the 32 and letters like the other ones do. There's still some fuel in this carburetor because I didn't dump it. I just took it off. So we're going to go ahead and get on this and see what I can do here. And it's just not running right. It's idling way too high, and then when you try and give it some throttle, it just dies. And it wasn't doing that until I cleaned the outside of the carburetor and found out there was no gasket on it, so someone else has had this apart. I only took the top off and tried to put a thin layer of silicone on it and keep it away from the little jet holes and stuff, just to see if it would work, and didn't make any difference. So I'm not sure what happened when I cleaned this thing, but I did order a carburetor kit, so it's on its way. So for now, I'm just tearing it apart and getting it cleaned up and getting it ready for the kit that's coming in. I'm just kind of checking it all out here. Yeah, it's just kind of my luck that it seems like every time I get something that I want to mess with that looks cool or maybe fun to play with, you know, it's always something special. It's not anything that's normal. So it ends up having hard to get stuff, hard to find parts. It's a real pain in the butt. It just seems like it's my luck that this happens to be that special engine. They had the special carburetor on it instead of the regular Model 32 Webers. Makes everything harder to get. guess the silicone was holding it down. Alright, oh, right here. Yeah, I noticed that this choke goes in, this lever, throttle lever, goes inside the choke, so to pick the top off, you gotta hold it down and not be clumsy like that. Oh yeah, she's got some fuel in her. Alright, so we're gonna lay this down here. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go dump this fuel out. Alright folks, I'm back. It's pretty nasty in there. It's pretty grimy. That bowl. Now, let me try and get this other rubber off of this. I got a parts washer, so once I get this stripped down and get these solenoids off, I'm going to put it in the parts washer. Make sure all the holes are open. Nothing's plugged up on the outside, so everything can get in everywhere. Got to figure out how. Oh, they just unscrew these solenoids. I guess it was just loose. Let me show you here. I actually know how they come out, but I see now they just thread out. From what I read, this solenoid here is supposed to be a shutoff. And this one here, that's underneath here where it was just above the this right here. This one is supposed to be for low flow. If you have a high flow carburetor you use and you remove it. And for 1983, it's not required at all. So I'm thinking I might just take this off, period, and not use this. Just plug the hole. Just gotta find me a wrench here that'll fit that. So I'll be right back. And the wind is whipping out there. It is just whistling. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but glad I'm in the garage. I'm gonna try to break this free here. There we go. Oh, it's really screwed up in there. That should be out by now. Why isn't it coming out? There we go. Ooh, that's pretty dirty inside too. You probably can't see it. Some grime in there. Grime. Let's push this up and out this side. Okay. Ah. Let me look in there. Interesting. So somehow this just came down. How does that stop the fuel? What is this hole for? That's interesting. Didn't even realize that was a hole. Goes inside of here. Which must come in down here somewhere. Oh, it's pretty nasty down in there too where the fuel comes in. It must suck air through here somewhere or something. That's not good. There's nothing there. No, not one of these things right here. Doesn't have anything. The only thing that would keep air from being sucked right into the carburetor is this little plunger. Let's see how I can bypass that. If I can put a bolt in on that side and get another one of these right here off one of my old carburetors that'll fit in here, shove it in here, and then put a cap on it. Not the only way. Teflon tape on a bolt, thread it up in there. It's got to get the right size. All right, let's see. Let's get these parts all separated here on this napkin. Try to keep everything as organized as I can. It doesn't always happen. Every time I work on something, my entire garage gets trashed. Then I gotta spend an entire day just cleaning it, just to get it back organized to find my tools. 2, 3, 4. There. Alright, things are more organized now. Alright, what do I want to do next? Pull the float out. See if I can move it by finger. Well, it started to. Yeah, I got it. Oop, I guess you can't really see what I'm doing over there, can you? Pin for the float, lift up the float and the pin there. Keep that all together. When the kit gets here, I'll have all new ones anyways, but yeah, this right here, I'm not sure what this is. The other Model 32 doesn't have this on it. The part where it has this screw-in part for the inlet, it doesn't have this underneath of it, or this hole. But when I had it running, I hooked my fuel return to this because while it was running, it was dripping fuel out of this. I don't know if it was supposed to or not supposed to or what, I have no idea. So I just hooked it up to my fuel return so it'd go right back in the tank and I wasn't losing fuel all over the engine and catching fire. Alright, I need to get me a little wrench here for this. Take that piece out. Looks like about a 3/8. Maybe. Huh, maybe it's a 10mm. Yep, interesting. Something this old is metric. That little, there it is, a little washer with it. So the washer goes back on here so I don't lose track of it. We'll lay it here with the other ones, other parts. Alright, let's try to get this one here out. So I'm wondering if I need this at all, but then I wouldn't have anything to hook my fuel return to. Because the other Model 32 I was looking at online doesn't even have one of these, so crazy, I don't know. Every carburetor is different, I suppose. Someone had this out, Teflon tape on it. Pretty sure it didn't come stock with newer looking white Teflon tape from 1980. Alright. Interesting. These both go to the exact same place. Fuel comes in here and goes right into the right through here. So this is the one I just took it out of right there. And I looked in the hole, I could see a hole coming from this going right into this hole. So it makes me think that this can run 2 fuel lines to it. Or maybe it's for hooking up 2 Webers together side by side. There's a lot of people were doing that, hooking up 2 of these carburetors together. Especially on the XRTs or whatever it was. I think, I don't know, some kind of something special about it, that much I know. They were making big deals about it online. It's my luck how it figures out and getting up something special. See if I can find a wrench for this filter. Looks like about a 9/16, probably 14. I don't know. A little smaller. There's the 13. and I can't get it in there. Tell me I'm gonna have to use a pair of needle nose pliers to get in there. Oh my goodness. Something thin enough here in one of these pliers. I doubt this is gonna work. Fits in there, but I doubt I'll be able to turn that. Oh, I did turn it. Wow. I amaze myself sometimes. Oh, it was turning. Yeah. Arthritis in my hands is horrible, so I can barely hold crap anymore without dropping it. Alright, fuel filter is off. I'm gonna lay that there because that'll have to be, I'll probably put that whole thing in the parts washer. Yeah. If you can see, trying to get the right angle. I guess too dark to see any of those holes for you anyways. Geez. It's funny how I can see into it. Right? Oh, probably because I got the light right above my head and I can look down in there. Interesting. Now, other than the little bit of silicone, which will come off in the parts washer with my little wire brush, I think this is about done for what I want to take off from it. I ain't taking the electric choke off. That'll dry out on its own, that'll be fine. Alright, this part's ready for parts washer. If I can move the crap out of the way. There we go. Now let's take a look at this. Oh brother. Alright. Right here's the pump on the side there. Oh! Still had a little gas in the pump. But yeah, you can see the lever right here moving in and out. A lot of times these diaphragms in here go bad. It's very common, at least on other carburetors. Sure they are in this, and it can't be much of any different. And this one is something that's unique to the Weber 2 barrels, is this has got 4 screws here instead of 2. Normal, the other ones just have 2. They hold down the jets that are inside. You take these little things off and the jets come out on all 4 of these. I got a picture I found online of the breakdown of this carburetor, and it was not easy. It took me a long time to find a schematic for this, because they were all for the other ones. I said, it was a pain in the butt. I spent hours online last night, up way too late. But at least I did get part 5 uploaded this morning, so. This one's gonna have to be an episode all by itself, tearing this carburetor down. Alright, the pump housing is off and it's kind of nasty in there, not real bad, but I've seen worse, but still nasty. Let's see if we can get this diaphragm out here without busting it all up, losing the spring. There we go. Just like that, and this spring goes in the hole there. And the diaphragm ain't pretty, even looks like it was probably leaking here down at this edge. Alright, let's put these over here for now. There'll be a new diaphragm in the kit. Oh, yeah, it's pretty cruddy inside there. She definitely needs some good cleaning. Okay. This is just a screw to hold on this idle set. which is adjustable, so it doesn't go any lower than that. Yeah, here you can just thread it out, make it come up higher for a higher idle or down in for a lower idle. And there's also the regular idle screw right here too. Just a regular, does the same thing the other thing does. Pushes the idle back. Yep. Thread it out all the way, like so. Get it out of there so it can be cleaned and the threads can get all cleaned up. That I'm leaving on. Just looking around. Make sure there's nothing, no vacuum holes or anything anywhere I'm missing, or screws. Does not appear to be, at least not down here. Now there's something weird right here. I don't know what that is. I wonder if that's the power thingy. I forgot what they're called, power something. But it's got a diaphragm on it too by the looks, so that's definitely gonna have to come off. It probably is that power thingy. Wish I could remember the name of it, but right now I can't. It's just called power something. But normally those are on the inside of the regular Model 32 carburetors, not on the outside. Usually on the inside of the top plate, like up here. I actually didn't even notice this until just now. See? Drop everything. Fingers just don't work anymore. Oh yeah, she got a tight spring to her. It's about popped right off on me. Alright, there we go. Ooh, don't lose the spring. Oh, that's really cruddy in there. Wow. That's nasty. Boom. And boom. It's not broke or anything though, it's just really, really dirty. Sure doesn't help anything. Yeah, that's pretty dirty and nasty in there. Let's see. So I was trying to look everything over before I think I'm done and then realize I'm not done. Alright, we got these 4 screws with those jets to take out, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Then these things can go into the washer. And I couldn't find no videos, any kind, with this type of a carburetor. They had all kinds of rebuild videos and stuff on the regular Model 32s, but nothing on this one. See? Lay these down left to right. Keep them separated. This should pull out of there too. Yeah, see? These are the jets. They don't look too bad. They're all see-through holding the holes, so. I pulled jets out before that. Every single hole completely packed. On the inside had a bunch of stuff too. So it's just absolutely horrible. A little bit on the stiff side. That one's got a little crud on it. Alright. See some fuel in there. That's about it. I don't know if it's all going to dump out when I try to show you or not, but right there. It all looks really clean down in those holes, actually, in jet holes. Alright, I think we're done stripping this thing apart, and take all this stuff over to the parts washer, one piece at a time, and scrub it up. I'll show you the parts washer here in a second. Alright, right here's my parts washer. Hit this up, coming down. There, we got to turn around on the side. And it looks like I'm a little low on fluid. I'm going to have to get some more water in there and mix it in with the degreaser, but try and use it in a little bit. Alright, well there she is. I'll get cleaning.